In this one, we will talk about the research tab. This is essentially a keyword generation tool. So we're not going to talk about all the features. If you want the full version of this video, you're going to have to go to coursenode.com, register for this course, and you can see the full details of this video. But for now, we're just going to talk about the keyword combination tool because that's really the most powerful tool here. So the way it works is, let's say we were doing car insurance. So what are the different ways we could say car? We have car, auto, automobile, SUV, truck, van, and then let's say we were doing insurance. So we could say insurance, and then we could do the city and the state if we wanted to. But let's just say US cities. Let's say we wanted a nationwide campaign for US cities. We could say in these cities, generate the keywords. Keywords are generated down there. Now we could disable this in part and generate the keywords. You can also swap these word lists back and forth. So we could see Akron, Abilene, Albuquerque, car, insurance, and we generate the keyword list. So this is a way you can generate massive amount of keywords in a very short time. We've generated 4,734. So that is the keyword combination tool. You can save these lists like you see I selected from a drop down here. Let's save this car insurance list, so just car. Save key list. It's called key list for some reason. Automobiles. Now, if we clear this, we can clear everything by just saying new. We could select automobiles, and that word list generates here. So we could reuse it. If we ever want to delete it, we can say delete, hit yes, and now it's not there anymore. This open, if you were to save these lists, so like we had car, insurance and in, you could save it, and then you could open it. So you save it to a file, and then you open it there. The generate keywords list, that just generates the keywords. So I think that covers the drop down here. That covers the open key list. If you had a list, you could open it. I've never actually used that feature. But yeah, this is the keyword combination tool. Now the way it works is when keywords are generated, there are several normalization steps that happen. The first is certain characters are removed. So looking at the settings, there's this allowable characters. These are characters you want to allow in your keywords. If a character appears that's not in that allowable list, other than A to Z, 0 through 9, then it's stripped. It's not included. So I like to include things like apostrophes, and you could include periods if you want. It's up to you. After the unwanted characters are removed, then everything is lowercase. So here it doesn't matter casing. All keywords in this program are going to be lowercase. That's a normalization, standardization step. That's just a convention. That's best practice, in my opinion. And then they are trimmed. So if there's any extra white space, and essentially you end up with a keyword list that is deduped, all normalized, all lowercase, characters stripped, and it's just a nice, clean list to work with. You could pass these keyword lists to this side here and get more suggestions, but we're not going to go through that. You could also remove duplicate keywords, and that just runs that normalization process that I just talked about. You could copy this to your keyword clipboard, so it's copied to my computer's memory, and then we could clear it by clicking clear. So that's pretty much what I'm going to talk to you about on the research tab of PPC Campaign Generator. Once you have your keyword list here, you could add them to the main keyword list. So what that does is it takes the keywords here. Let's actually go ahead and do that. Generate the keyword list. This is just a simple example. We add to the main keyword list, and this will move the keywords that are in that box down here to the grouper tab here. This is the main keyword list, this area. And this is the main area where we're working in when we're grouping keywords. So that covers the research tab. If you want the in-depth version of this video, visit coursenode.com, register for this course, and you can get that information. Now let's go on to the grouper tab, and we will discuss in depth how to group keywords.